Hi everyone, Brent Gugelsberg, former Walmart associate at store 1058 for 7 years. Worked in the electronics department. Was known as the kilt guy. Why? Because I wore a kilt a lot. I like to look ridiculous to make people laugh. And actually, I don't think I look all that ridiculous in a kilt. This was my Halloween outfit. I went as a gay football coach. It was hilarious. They inspired me or wanted me to do these things. I was an inspiration to them to do crazy, kooky things because customers liked it. I liked them. They liked me. It was awesome. So the day after Christmas, December 26th, that'd be the day after Christmas, 2020, I went in pajama bottoms that ironically my sister-in-law bought me for Christmas from Walmart. Right? And I thought it was hilarious. People liked it. I was there for about 2 hours of my shift when my assistant manager, Sherry, and my department manager, Kim, came up to me and goes, "Can you come with us?" We go back to the room, sit me down. That's offensive to Walmart. These pants are offensive. They were bought at Walmart. I'm like, it'd be offensive. I didn't get it. You're getting fired for other stuff, but mostly that. And I'm like, what? I brought a change of clothes and brought my kilt. No, they fired me for pajama bottoms. But I know that that wasn't the reason. And I could see in my assistant manager, Sherry's face, I could see her not wanting to do it. You can get that sense. She was nervous. She was not right in the head. And obviously, and what she told me, I wasn't right in the head. And also Kim, who is a good friend of mine, and Sherry was one of the managers I liked a whole bunch. She seemed very rational and reasonable. She'd gotten me in trouble for stuff before, and I deserved it because when Sherry got mad or was upset at me doing something, it was righteous. It was the rightful thing because I'm not perfect. Never claimed to be. But after I got fired, I'm like, this is ridiculous. This can't be the reason why I was fired. I'm going to get my job back. So I called HR. HR said, you've got to find out who fired you. And you got to find out from the manager. And I was like, why do I got to do that? Why do I got to find out who fired me? All right, this is the way it works. Sure, whatever. So I tried to get a hold of Kevin, our manager at store 1058. Turns out he was on vacation. I had to call the store several times. Nobody knew exactly when he was going to get back. And then finally, 5 weeks after I got fired for wearing those pajama bottoms and figuring out who had to fire me, I got this conversation. Hey, Kevin, this is Brent. Was wondering, I was told by HR that I have to talk to you to see who fired me, and I was expecting a call from you yesterday, and I didn't get that, so...
Who from HR told you that you had to call me?
HR did. I've been calling them. What?
Who in HR told you?
So let me get this right. You don't know why I need this information. I definitely don't know why I need this information. But you're going to argue with me like, who told you? Who asked you? I don't know, dude. Why don't you know? Right? Let's get back to it. I've talked to 3 different people, and they say before I can go any farther, I just need to know, were you the one that fired me, or my name's Brent, or was it Sherry? That's all I need to know.
Well, Sherry was the one that keyed your gain into the system.
Okay, I don't know how this works, man. I've been asked to talk to you, and that's what they told me to do, that I have to get in contact with you. So let me get this straight, Kevin. You're telling me it was Sherry who keyed it into the system. You heard how nervous he was when he told me that. I don't believe him. Maybe Sherry did key it into the system, but she's not the one that fired me, and that's not the answer to the question I asked, right? So I knew he was lying. I'm frustrated. I keep calling HR. After a couple of weeks, they literally just dropped my case. So no, it's all good. Everything's found out. You're good. You're done. I said, no, we're not. I need to know. This is ridiculous. Because also on another part of that phone call, Kevin accused me of, said he would give me my job back, but he thinks I would just get them for wrongful termination. I've never said that. That's not what I'm after. I literally just want my job back. That's all I was after. And so calling HR, calling ethics, my girlfriend called ethics, gave them some self-righteous indignation. You go, girl. It's like she really loves me. All right. It was freaking hilarious. I had to go through this whole thing again, right? So then I finally get a hold of Adam, global management, or he's a case manager at Global People or Global Management People. It's basically HR outsourced. Walmart, you outsourced your HR. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, if we outsource it, that way we have no control over it. But they don't care. As you will notice from this second call I had with Adam, this is the second call. This guy's good. This guy's better than any HR you could ever talk to. Just watch what happens. This is golden.
You had, they didn't tell you who had terminated you back when you were terminated from your position, correct?
He had said that Sherry had put it in the system. That doesn't say who fired me.
Okay. Well, per your workday termination record,
Mm-hmm.
when I pulled from the system, it was a Kimberly Roberts who processed this termination.
That's funny because he said that it was Sherry.
With what I'm seeing here, who processed it in the system was a Kimberly Roberts.
Okay, then why did he lie to me? Because he told me it was Sherry. I mean, I can send you the recording. He told me, he said, well, Sherry put it in the system. He didn't say anything about Kimberly. I was asked specifically if it was Sherry or him. I had to wait the 6 weeks to figure it out. And then when I asked him, he said, yeah, it was Sherry that put it into this. He said, well, it was Sherry that put it into the system. Didn't say anything about Kimberly. So he just lied to me, and that's okay.
I'm answering for who put it in the system and what I'm reading here on Workday right now.
Okay.
Kimberly Roberts.
Okay, but what I'm telling you is he told me it was Sherry. I had to wait. You understand my frustration a little bit, Adam, right? I mean, I was asked to get this information by HR, that I needed to get this information because it was vitally important to you guys that I get it. And after waiting 6 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever, for him to get back from a vacation, and as soon as I asked him, he said, well, why do you need that? He didn't even know why I needed to know it. So that's even more frustration that you guys are giving me instructions that my former manager did not know needed to be done. You can see how that's frustrating. And then he told me that it was Sherry that put it in the system. Nothing to do with Kim at all. So what do we do now?
After speaking with the store, speaking with you and reviewing all relevant documentation, the termination is going to be upheld at this time.
Okay, but it's okay for management to lie to a former associate desperately trying to get his job back, and you guys don't have any problem with that at all. I can send you the recording of when Kevin specifically said, after denying that I needed that information, that it was Sherry. So they're lying to you and to me. And that's okay. That's totally all right.
Would you like to send me this recording, Brent?
Yeah, I guess so. Because you're saying it's going to be upheld, and they're lying to you. So you look terrible. And that's fine, but you need to do it. I will send that to you later on today. All right, Adam?
Adam, I just told you that the manager lied to you about who fired me. You're just sitting there in silence. I know you seem to be indignant. The value of your voice says you don't care of what I just told you. This scenario is over, and I'm going to prove you.
Do you want me to send it later?
Go ahead.
Okay, I will send it to your email address later on. Thanks for listening.
So, not only did I send Adam all of this information, I also sent him a paragraph explaining the story that I'm about to tell you. Several years ago, I fell in love with an assistant manager. I really, really did genuinely love her. But after being with her for less than a month, she was very vengeful. Not towards me, but towards everyone. She had a lot of pain in her life, and I saw it, and I tried to do everything I could to help her with it. It didn't work. I broke up with her. Afterwards, she became vengeful, even with me. She tried to get me written up several times that other department managers told me about, knew that we had dated, and it was just frustrating. I let it go because I didn't want to start anything bad. I didn't want to get her fired. I don't. I'm not even saying this to get her fired. That's not my intention with this story. What happened was she got a new boyfriend, right? This is back in December. Everyone told me about it. But then the boyfriend described a scenario where I was spreading rumors about them, which I didn't do. Everyone knew who my ex-girlfriend dated. It just was the way the world works. I didn't spread any rumors. But it turns out this assistant manager, who was also manager Kevin's favorite assistant manager, I was told by an assistant manager, different one, that she had used this information in saying that I was spreading rumors about her and this other dude, not her new boyfriend, but I was spreading rumors, and that's why Kevin fired me. That's why he fired me. Not to do with anything of me. 3 other assistant managers knew it. I talked to them about it after I had broken up with her. I had asked them specifically, please, just don't let her get any vengeance on me, including the assistant manager, Sherry. I talked to her specifically, literally several months after it happened, saying, please, just don't let her get petty revenge on me. I don't want to be the brunt of that. I didn't deserve it. And to that assistant manager, I loved you. Still love you. I will always love you for the pieces of me you gave me, the pieces I cherish in this world. Can you please stop going after vengeance? It's not good, doesn't work for anybody, and I know sure as hell I don't deserve it. But that's my story about how I got fired back in December for wearing pajama bottoms. The manager lies. I find out the truth, give that information to HR, and they still haven't contacted me back. So here's my proposal to all those people who have been fired by Walmart. And it's hard to get a people. It's hard to get a direct number. I'm going to give you Adam's direct number, his hotline. He couldn't help me with mine, didn't care. Maybe it was just me. He didn't like my timbre or my tone of voice. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like a good person to me, but maybe he'll help you. So if you've got a problem with Walmart, maybe if you're a customer and you got a problem, this guy's head of HR. He's a case manager. He's got to know to do something right. Give him a call.